Hey guys, it's Christy here, and welcome back to another episode of Tangle Tower. I believe last time we were going through and asking all the people about all the clues that we found, and we've done this side, but we still have these three left to do. So I'm gonna go do that first. Get that out of the way. Oh goodness, I haven't asked her about anything.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Her being Freya?
I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell—
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene,
Apart from the one in the painting.
which as a mere abstract representation does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
True.
Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course. The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
Interesting.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
I mean, it definitely raises more questions than it answers, but it does explain how the blood got on the knife in the painting.
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
I'm gonna be honest, I always saw it as like a paint bucket flipped upside down and just dumping red paint out.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time.
Interesting.
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages. This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh yes, it has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Didn't Hawkshaw tell us last time that it was a microscope? Like, is that an inconsistency, or am I just remembering wrong?
The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth. that blade?
It's a troll for gardening.
It is? The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days.
That's very specific for not being able to pinpoint it exactly. I just realized this horn has a crack as well, and it's in the music room. I don't know if that's related, but like, those are two very different locations to have cracks.
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But...
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Didn't Poppy think that, Fifi didn't like her anymore? Is this like a miscommunication thing?
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes. Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been... non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond. Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct. Name, Haksha. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard. Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became, 1, increasingly independent, and 2, increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Why do I get the feeling he was carrying this, which she did not know was not a knife? I just have this feeling.
Name, Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession, Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
Okay, so finish talking to her.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room.
Really? With
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
okay.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Oh, we got 2 in 1.
Let's ask him about it.
Okay, well, what?
There's something
Oh
about
my
Hotshot's
goodness!
handheld microscope.
I did pick up on that one! I did pick up on that one!
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Hold on! Too much at once! Okay. So we'll ask her about her diary first.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and... This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
I don't really understand why we're questioning this.
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This
Wait.
particular diary is unused.
It doesn't
Okay,
look
so that was the wrong
unused.
answer. Not a diary at all?
It's not a diary at all.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look
I did always wonder
unused.
what happened if you clicked the wrong answer here. I guess you just get to try again. So it's someone else's diary?
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in
That's
my
what I
bedroom.
want to know.
It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
I mean, my suspicion is Freya, but because she seems like someone who would keep a diary, but I don't really know what clue we got to question this. Something to compare directly with the secret diary. Oh! It's in the photo! I didn't even see that! It's right there! It's just not locked up.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Wait, which proves it belonged to Freya. Okay.
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
That's... Why would Fifi be hiding Freya's diary? Didn't want anyone to see, didn't know about, was always suspicious of. Destroyed. I'm gonna assume didn't want anyone to see, because that makes the most sense. Oh, I didn't realize this said personal secrets. I just thought this was the... Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Alright, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
Ooh, okay. Cool. So much reading to do, though. Okay. It's back. In the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Still bearer work. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. On my way into the middle, surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them, all 5. Eyes black cow. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best, which it could do with a little company. Okay. Oh, that's cool. It adds the, like, notes. So, yeah, okay. Alright. Interesting.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
We'll check that out later. So many things. I'm gonna go... I guess I'll go to this one first. Because that's the one I also picked up on. Okay.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
This thing. I didn't remember that he said this.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Because it's not a microscope at all.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
No, but Fifi is. Telescopic lens. Which makes it the murder weapon. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood.
Why would you
Little
lie
more than
about
a
that?
toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope.
I don't believe any
An
of
extremely
this.
childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
I was about to say, if she didn't say it, I was gonna say it. We know that she oh, that's not fun. We do know she liked bugs. Alright, now him. Get interesting!
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else. I think it was a trowel.
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
This thing.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
The reason for Fitz to go up. The potted fruit! Or no, not that one. The flower. The flower. Oh. Okay. The ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after the potted flower in Penny's room.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Weird things to lie about again, but, you know. Something we compare. Wait, I don't know. Is it just the potted fruit? Because it's like the same kind of pot and soil? I don't... Okay. So maybe.
Let's take a closer look at these.
So it is the soil.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence?
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil.
Aren't they engaged?
Just trying to keep it alive.
Couldn't he go in there, like, does he think she'd be offended? I don't understand. I feel like they're not even, they already have communication issues. Alright. Now over here. So, oh, wait, I don't remember this.
This wasn't here before.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
Whoa. This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck to you, Freya. What? Okay, well, I have a...
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
well, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Nice.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
I haven't. Whoa! That was freaking loud! Oh, we're on to chapter 2, I guess. Unfinished business. Okay.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Okay.
Let's come back later.
Well, I'm assuming the crab is the solution to that. And I have a theory as to what we're supposed to do with that.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play this?
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that was just one of them. So, probably, there was some music that, like, we were able to put that's in here, right? So probably that would be the other music we can use. Oh, but I don't think this one was music. Did that not do it? What were the other symbols on that thing? There was a bell symbol, right? I'll just go back.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Okay. So, bell, and then what? Lips and piano. I like that it shows it on the side. Oh, and the birds. Okay, the birds.
Let's come back later.
Okay, well the birds should be easy. How do I... Can I just, like, open it now? The wind chimes would be the bell.
What?
Wind chimes. Silent. Wooden wind chimes.
Oh. Oh, okay, this bird bath. Bird song, okay. We got that one. Oh, the bell! The bell was at the door. I knew we saw a bell somewhere. Okay. And the last one was, like, lips, right? Is there someone who sings? Wait, no! Oh, I was right about the gramophone. I just had to do the other one. The humming.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
There we go. Okay.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what do we do with them?
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Yes! I'm so excited.
Let's try this again.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this now.
You don't say. Okay. This should be pretty easy. they put them on the side. That's it?
That's gotta be right.
Nothing.
What?
Maybe it's broken.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Whoa. The eyes are glowing even.
Are we gonna go in?
Yeah. But there's a couple of things I want to do first.
Collect all clues. We haven't collected all clues. We can talk. Okay, we can talk with Sally more. I didn't know we could talk with Sally. Let's do that. Apparently I missed a clue somewhere. Oh, we can't talk about the crime scene until we do this other thing. Okay. Shoot. I wish I knew where I missed something. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, you know what? I haven't finished talking to everybody. I got so sidetracked. So maybe I'll get a clue when I talk to them or something.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at. It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall.
That was a little morbid.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Seems like he might know a little bit.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed, yes. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
Of course.
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Ooh, okay.
Let's ask her about it.
This is the last thing we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna call it good for today. I had a feeling I had a suspicion. I thought it was gonna be for him, though.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
It's not a knife, I think.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Yeah, I think I know. The book, the feather looks a lot like the picture in there.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Dip bird.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Just put the paint in bottle.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of
Also,
it,
we're spoiling
why would
it.
Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Oh, okay. What's the deal with Flora and this red and white bird? Ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept single feather to remember it by. Yeah, because they said that she suffered a great loss.
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
That's so sad.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Oh, the egg.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Oh, it's so cute and sad. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, where hopefully we find a way to get down that, or we get through all the things so we can go down the tunnel and find out what's down there.